Don's Get Your Health Back series. As I said last time when I was talking to Brad Leech, we were going to get him back to speak about inflammation in the gut and how to remedy it. And as a leading researcher in leaky gut, I've got the perfect person to ask the question, how do we start reducing inflammation in the gut?
That's a very broad and fantastic question. First of all, in my clinical practice, I have a two-phase approach: remove and replace. So when it comes around to remove, you want to remove inflammatory foods, triggers such as gluten and dairy. You also want to remove a particular fatty acid called arachidonic acid, which is found in a lot of animal-based products, such as egg yolks and turkey and steak and so forth, which can actually contribute to inflammation on a cellular level. So removing these inflammatory triggering foods is the first and foremost step when it comes around to reducing inflammation.
What foods are we talking about?
We're talking gluten, dairy.
Are some people more susceptible than others?
Yes, and in these individuals, we want to consider removing other foods such as nightshades, eggplant, tomatoes, capsicums, potatoes, and also other things. If someone's having food sensitivities to particular foods, removing them from the diet, because every time someone's exposed to a food ingredient that they have a sensitivity to, that leads to inflammation. Now that's the remove aspect. When we talk about the replace, we want to put into the diet green leafy vegetables, organic of course, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, organic, plenty of these antioxidant and anti-inflammatory foods. And the last one, which is probably the most important when it comes around to modulating and reducing inflammation, is the use of herbs. And there's one herb that stands out more than any other, and that's curcumin, also known as turmeric. This herb is so powerful when it comes around to reducing not only gut inflammation, but inflammation within your joints as well.
Now, curcumin is only 3% of turmeric. So in our last series, we interviewed a fellow who had a farm growing turmeric, and he was getting the curcumin from it. He was also growing moringa, and that was being done in Vietnam. And in Vietnam, we don't have these inflammatory problems because it's in their diet.
Yes.
So curcumin and moringa, you go along with moringa?
Of course, incorporating these herbs within the diet. Yes, okay, from a daily perspective, including a scoop of this dried turmeric in, let's say, a turmeric latte, or in a curry, or in even like a salad dressing. Finding ways to include these herbs in an everyday basis can lay the foundations for reducing inflammation.
Well, there we go. What about living like this? Not waiting till we get the inflammation, but living like it. In places in Vietnam where they don't have the conditions that we have and the inflammation that we have here, because curcumin and moringa are in their diet. No problems for us to do that in our diet to reduce the fact of having inflammation, or maybe not having inflammation at all. There you go. Simple way to get into the new way of thinking and living without inflammation. Thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.